Hello, fellow horror enthusiasts, and welcome to Everything Horror Podcast. In this episode, we bring in VHS and Fatal Frame into the cabinet of horror trophies. May will be tested in Naysayer Reviews and Tracks of Terror, while I, yet again, is faced with a difficult challenge in Screen Scares. But before we do any of that, let's get right into today's topic, where I come up with a controversial pick for the best horror remake.
Terrifying topics.
Alright, here we are with another episode and another topic. But before we start the topic, I just want to mention that we are doing like a little project right now, which is we are watching most or almost all the horror franchises, which means every single movie.
Yeah.
So far we have done all of the VHS, we have done all of the Nightmare on Elm Street,
Yep.
and right now we're doing Wrong Turn. So
and I hate those.
yeah, there's a lot of franchises you don't really look forward to.
No, because
Which
they're
is the gory
torturous.
ones?
Yeah. The thriller, I would say.
Yeah. So, like, the goal is to, when we have watched all the movies, is to kind of, like, rank the franchises up against each other, because who knows, there might be some surprises there.
Yeah, and we still need to make sure that we do have the entire list of franchises in case we, miss one or two.
Yeah.
Which,
Because we have set a requirement for defining like a franchise, and that is at least 5 movies, because if we have done 4 movies, the list would be endless with like
Yeah.
kind of like series of movies that I still wouldn't consider a franchise. But 5, that's when usually they've taken it too far.
No.
Because most franchises they have their ups and downs. They have their ups and downs.
A lot more downs, I would say, especially as of late.
Yeah, no, that is true. But okay, so it's gonna take a long time to do that, so we're gonna come back to that next year probably. But for the topic today is the worst and best horror remake. And we have both chosen one of what we consider like the best remake and one the worst remake.
Yeah.
So let's start with doing our worst remakes.
Worst remake? Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, because it's already so simple, and you already know, which I've already mentioned it, which is A Nightmare on Elm Street,
Yeah.
the 2010 version.
Yeah. Which we saw yesterday.
Yeah, and the thing is now, so the thing is, we watched this movie in theaters. I was really excited for it because I was like, oh yes, but then I didn't want to spoil it for myself, so I didn't look at who was going to play Freddy. So I was like, oh, it's gonna be Robert Englund. Yes, let's go.
Oh
He's
my
doing
god,
it.
if you went into
I
thinking
did.
that.
I did. My whole family, we like went in blind. So the moment we saw him with the freaking alien eyes, we were screaming, pissed off. Like, we were mad. Though everybody in the theater was yelling because they were like, what the actual fuckery? He looks like a goddamn alien.
He looks like a melted pizza, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, really? Why you gotta say pizza? Lost my appetite for it now.
Oopsie. So, yeah, we saw it yesterday, and I'm gonna say, and I said this yesterday as well, that I would love in the future for Robert Englund to do like one final Freddy movie where he is a bit darker, a bit sinister. But the problem in this movie is that the personality of Freddy is non-existent. Like, they took it way too far. It's so dark, it's so gritty, and
it's not what he's known for.
No, he's known to be like
comedian.
Yeah. Because A Nightmare on Elm Street movies, except for I'd say the first one, is that they are horror comedies.
Yeah.
They are goofy.
But see, he even though he's goofy, he has a way of how he kills them to make you still feel so goddamn scared. It's just he's still
Robert
creepy.
Englund,
Yeah,
absolutely.
So he plays it so well, and it sucked that they used like you say you know this guy.
Yeah,
I don't know him. Now.
I'd say like Jackie Earle Haley. I love him as an actor. He's an extremely talented actor.
I've never seen him act.
But the problem in this movie is that even just if you have seen any movies with him and you hear the voice that comes from Freddy, it is Jackie Earle Haley. Like, he doesn't fit the role, and I'm so sad they went with him because it doesn't work. That's the main problem of why this movie is so bad.
Yeah.
Freddy doesn't work.
Yeah, no. And I feel like the actors themselves, they were okay. They weren't like the best either. And I didn't like the chick who played Nancy. She just didn't have that feeling and that impact that the first Nancy did.
She reminded me of Bella from Twilight. Just
Oh
no
my God.
personality whatsoever. Just
completely
flat.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but like everything else with the movie, I'm gonna say that the movie has, of course, a lot of flaws, things that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But so does every Nightmare on Elm Street movie. So you can't really criticize the movie for not making a lot of sense because none of the movies did. So my main issue is still Freddy.
Yeah.
And since Freddy doesn't work, nothing works.
Well, I mean, some of the stories connected, but not all of them connected.
Yeah. And there were some things that we thought initially, like, this doesn't make sense. But if you give it the benefit of the doubt, yeah, maybe it does if you think about it. So, no, I agree. The movie sucks.
Huh? Well, that's the end of mine. What about yours?
So, you know me, I have to have some honorable mentions or dishonorable mentions.
As always.
Because, of course, I did have a Nightmare on Elm Street on the list.
Yeah.
I would also give The Eye, the remake, like the American remake.
Okay, yeah. You're talking about the one with Jessica Alba?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
really
God.
bad.
I hated that one so much.
Yeah, especially since the Eye, like the Japanese one, really good.
Yeah.
And I'd say... Okay, so... My worst remake would have to be the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that came out like a few years ago.
No, you're talking about the one where they're on the bus and they're like trying to...
Yeah. It is so fucking horrible.
It's cringeworthy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it's so bad. Like, you have movies that are like so bad they're funny, but this one is just so bad you want to rip your hair out, and I don't have hair to spare, so I can't do that.
And it's so comical because the moment he gets on the bus and the kids are looking at him, and it's the scene where he like holds up the phone, he goes basically telling him, you're gonna get canceled,
dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's and every decision they do is stupid.
Yeah.
Like, we can, as we said with A Nightmare on Elm Street, like, we can forgive flaws like in the logic of things and like that sort of plot, but when it comes to making stupid decisions, you can never forgive that because it's just so mind-boggling. And I don't understand how movies like this gets made, because there's not one person that just say like, yeah, let's do this, and everyone does it. There's a lot of people involved, and no one at any point said, this makes no fucking sense.
No, but that being said, I have to ask you, what is your most hated scene in that movie?
It is the infamous bus scene. It is just so
The
stupid.
entire bus scene?
The entire bus scene. It is so dumb.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna also say one of the stupidest things about this movie.
Yeah.
They bring back the final girl from the original movie
Oh yeah, I remember
to
when
be
you
like
told me that
a,
part, yeah.
a badass.
And
And she fucking dies like instantly.
I was about to say within a matter of seconds she died.
Yeah.
There was no point. And it's funny because they made her scene look like she was gonna be a badass.
Yeah.
You know, she was getting all ready, cocking
Yeah.
a gun, and she was gonna go kick some ass. And no,
Yep, no,
instantly,
she died.
poof.
I think maybe she
Yeah.
came back a lot, but then she died again or something. I don't remember. I blocked out most of the movie. It is so horrible. So for anyone who hasn't seen this, don't. Just don't.
Yeah, so that's sad. But then that also reminds me yesterday of our conversation when we were talking, how we said that just earlier today, sorry. How we said we wish that they would make a movie based on reality. Like what choices people would actually make it in reality into a movie, into an actual horror movie that's not comical.
Yeah.
Because like I was telling you, what is it again? The Zombieland, where they made it similar to that, but they made it still so comical.
Yeah,
And it's like, come
comedy.
on, we're not that stupid.
Yeah.
Where we would making a laughing matter
Yeah.
if the zombie apocalypse happened.
No. But that movie is like, as I said, like they are smart. That movie, they
Yeah.
make they have their precautions. They have their rules of how to act. But of course, it is a horror comedy, so at the end of the day, it's not.
I want to see one that's not horror comedy.
Yeah.
That's actually scary with smarter choices
Yeah.
made.
Well, I actually felt that this annoyed me, so let's go to something more cheerful.
Okay.
Let's go to the best remakes in our opinion. And once again, let's start with you.
Okay, and my choice for the best remake that I actually really, really enjoyed was Evil Dead.
Yeah.
The 2013 version, though.
100% agreed.
Yeah, so just for those who don't know, it's not the Evil Dead Rising. It's just Evil Dead.
Yeah.
With Mia, with her, I forgot her actual name. What was her real name?
The actor or actress?
Jane Levy. There you go. Yeah, her. I really liked the way she acted in that movie. She played it really, really well. She was creepy as little bitch, but
Yeah.
but
No, I totally agree. Like, this one was on my list of the best ones, and I could have easily chosen this one.
Yeah.
But I had a feeling you might have done it, but
yeah,
because Evil Dead is, if you compare it to the original,
yeah,
it does such a good job replicating like that type of movie, because it's a gory movie, absolutely,
super gory. Gosh.
but
Which is shocking though, because you know me, I hate
Yeah.
gore. I can't stomach it. I just can't. But for some reason, Evil Dead just has that feeling that I like. You know, the whole being scared shitless.
Yeah.
So,
No, it is a really good movie, and because like when it comes to when I'm gonna tell you my best remake, like the reason for my choice is the same as I could have chosen Evil Dead, is that for me to choose a remake that I would consider the best, it has to be better than the original. And you can like argue like, is it better than the original? I'd say it is. Like the Evil Dead original is a classic. It's always gonna be.
But see, the reason why I love this one more than the original is because in the original there's a lot of screaming. You know, the whole time is and you're just like, can you shut up so I can watch the goddamn movie?
Yeah, and it is a bit old now as well, though. So like it is dated. But
there were some scenes in the original though that freaked me out for so long.
Yeah.
That's a lot better than the remake itself. But the remake itself, the entire movie was better than the original.
Yeah, as a whole,
So.
I'd say it's better. So I absolutely agree.
Yay.
Okay, so
Your turn.
my turn. As I said, my criteria would be that I would consider this movie better than the original because, and like I'm gonna say, I probably should have and could have chosen like the remake of The Thing.
Yeah.
But that is so obvious that I can't do that. And also The Fly, the remake, is superb. But I don't
think I saw the remake for The Fly. Which one was that one?
The remake is the one with Jeff Goldblum. If you have seen that one. So
I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it.
It is still like an 80s movie though. So it's an old one.
okay.
Yeah. But the one I've chosen because outside of like Evil Dead, I'd say this one is better than the original, and that is the 2004 Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead, 2004.
Yeah.
Refresh my memory a little bit.
So this movie's like I remember. It's actually quite a long time since I saw this one, but I remember so clearly like the beginning because the woman or the mom in the house. I think it starts out with the kid killing the dad or something like that in the bathroom.
No, you're not talking about the one. Okay, is this the one where they're stuck in the mall?
Yeah.
Okay. You like this one?
Oh, I love it. And
Really?
For me, it's a feel-good movie. I really like it.
Wow, that's a shocker to me, actually.
Yeah.
It's especially it's so. I felt like it was so B-rated because of the way they made the movie, and the scene that like annoyed me a lot was the part where that one guy's wife is pregnant.
Yeah.
And she's giving birth, and he was like crying because he didn't want her to die or whatever, and then the baby came out as a zombie, and he ended up killing the other girl because she was gonna get rid of it or something like that. Yeah. It made me mad. That movie was it's cringy to me. I'm surprised that you chose it as the best remake.
Yeah. No, but like I feel it's better than the original, even though I love the original movies as well.
Yeah.
But I like the actors in the movie. They all do a great job, and I love like Ving Rhames, if you know that actor. Probably most famous now from Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
I love him. He does a really good job.
I think he's one of the good actors in that movie.
Yeah.
But everybody else is mediocre, like at best. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough.
But it was just funny though, because if you think about it, okay, they're in a mall, and they're up on the roof, and they're communicating with a guy on the other side, who has a weapons shop. So why not combine and get together and shoot this? Just sit up there and snipe the shit out of those zombies.
But how would the people in the mall get the guns?
Oh, well, why doesn't he do it then?
Do you remember how many zombies there are out there?
Yeah, but they were up there for days, so why not just sit up there and take as many guns as you can and just snipe them one?
I don't remember which like city this is in.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a couple of million living there, so that could take a while.
Yeah, but it would have killed time. Instead, they were playing chess.
Yeah. No, I can't deny that. It would kill time for sure.
Yeah.
And a lot of zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but that was my favorite remake outside of Evil Dead.
Yeah. Evil Dead. Win-win.
Yep. All right. So let's get on to the first segment.
Yep. Let's go.
Whoop whoop. Alright, so it's May's turn to be tested in Tracks of Terror this week, and for those who don't know, Tracks of Terror is a segment where we present to each other audio clips from either horror movies or horror games, and it's up to the other to guess from which horror game or horror movie this is from. It could be like anything from a dialogue to like a sound effect or music, and this week I have brought a horror game and a horror movie.
Well,
I think maybe the horror game this week is going to be very easy to guess.
I hope so. Because you are never lenient. So you're always making it really, really difficult for me. So I'm always struggling.
That is true. But let's start with the game.
Okay.
Alright, so are you ready for the first track?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, so you didn't choose anything easy.
No,
Yeah.
this first one is a bit difficult.
That was really difficult because it was like the same beat over and over again.
Yeah, but did you get any sort of feeling from it? Like,
I got no feeling. None whatsoever. Not, like, I didn't even get the sense of like, ooh, a battle's gonna start, or something scary is gonna happen, or jump scare is gonna pop up and scare me. I didn't sense anything. It was just a monotone.
you're
It's
blank.
just
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm blank. I'm drawing a blank. I can't even guess.
No.
I can't guess anything. No.
No. But the reason why this is so difficult is because the second one is so easy.
Oh,
So,
no
do you
wonder.
want to hear the second one?
I do. I do.
Alright.
Let's go.
Here is the second one.
So this is supposed to be a horror game.
It is considered in the horror genre, yeah.
Considered
Yeah.
horror genre.
Yeah.
Okay. Considered is different from actually being a horror game.
I think it's considered actually a horror game.
It sounded more like a action RPG type of game rather than a horror game, though.
Yeah. But have
'Cause,
you
like,
heard this one before?
I don't think I have. It sounds. I mean, like if I was to like think of a game, I would have thought of something like Contra, or something.
Yeah.
Because it sounded
okay.
more like a upbeat kind
Yeah.
of game.
yeah. No, but
So-
you're onto something, and I'm gonna say like a little hint is that you have heard this a few times lately in a different game than the where it's originally from.
Lately,
Yeah.
so it must be something that we played recently. Then
Yes.
what? Must be a demo.
No, it's not.
No. Oh, what? Cause okay, so we played Lethal Company lately, and we played that. Was it Midnight? Wait,
Midnight Heist.
Midnight Heist, and we played what was that game? Lethal Company then? Because it's the controller.
What type of controller?
The Doom,
Doom.
right?
Doom, you say?
Was it Doom? Oh no, I'm scared. Is it Doom?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, Doom.
And that is correct.
Yay!
It is Doom.
Yay! I had to like sit there and think like, wait, do, and then I remember, wait, Lethal Company, the controller. Yeah, okay.
Khres, I'm playing Doom.
Yeah, and then he shot us both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tragic end. Alright, good job though.
Yeah,
You got
well,
1 point.
Only with the hints that you gave me though. Without it, I wouldn't have been able to guess it.
I'm too nice.
No, you're not.
Alright, so let's go to track number 2, and this is then from a horror movie.
Let's go.
So here is track number 1.
We. Okay. That one's hard because all it made me want to do was bop my head and dance.
Yeah, it has that effect on you. And I'm gonna say you're probably gonna have it stuck on your mind for the rest of the day.
I might. But it just made me think of like clowns dancing jolly, silly, goofy. So I have no idea. You're saying you're really nice and this was easy. And this is not easy.
I have a feeling a lot of people are gonna disagree with you on this one because this is one of the most famous horror movie themes out there.
Are you sure?
Yes.
But then again, I'm only hearing a few seconds of it, so I'm not quite sure. But all it did was make me want to dance.
Okay.
Can we listen to the next one?
Okay.
Because I can't even make a guess.
Alright, so here is track number 2 then.
Okay, let's go.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York, yes sir. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray and step around the hall a bit. New York, New York.
These guys aren't bad.
Okay, so when I was listening to it, at first I was like, wait, that sounds like from a love movie. But then you hear the monsters in the back going da 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 da. So you're like, okay,
Yeah.
never mind. So I have a feeling this is a movie I haven't seen in a long time. I'm kind of scared. I might be wrong. But then the monsters in this movie, they're kind of goofy and silly too. So I'm gonna just make a wild guess. Is it Gremlins?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct!
Yay! I got it!
So to be specific, this is from Gremlins 2.
Yeah.
But the theme music is the same for both of them, so
Is
I'm gonna give you a
it?
point for that.
Okay.
But the theme music from the second one is a lot more upbeat, so that's why I chose that one.
Oh.
But I would always accept Gremlins.
Yeah, it just made me want to dance until the
Yeah.
second one. If it wasn't for the second one and hearing the New York thing and then the da 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 da, I wouldn't
Yeah.
have known.
But such a good
It's
music though.
Yeah.
And a good movie.
Yep. And Gizmo's number 1.
Yeah. Alright, good job.
Thank you.
But as always, we also have a challenge for our listeners. So this week's challenge is a horror movie. So the question then is, from which horror movie is this track from?
And if you know the answer, make sure to write it in the comment section. Best of luck.
This is Larry. Who's Larry? Yeah, who's Larry? This guy. Whoa! Look at that dude. Yeah, he looks just like your dad. Shut up. And my dad is way hairier. Larry never gets to play pretend. He gets made fun of because he's different. Okay, did your parents forget to pay the electricity bill?
Screen Scares is a segment where we will show each other a screenshot from a horror movie or a horror game, and it's up to the other to guess from which horror game or horror movie that is. And this week it's my turn to be tested, and you don't make it easy for me when it comes to
I
this.
think I have made it easy the first few times.
Are
no?
you kidding me?
Yeah?
No,
Don't
you
you
make it so
yell.
hard. Okay, but I'm ready. But what are you bringing to the table today?
I am bringing in 2 movies.
2 horror movies.
Yeah, I decided to be a little nice this time, so.
Oh, wow.
Even though you have guessed a lot of the ones that I brought in, though, have you not?
Yeah, maybe it was the Tracks of Terror last week that was so difficult.
No, it was
but-
the Naysayers.
Yeah, maybe both.
Yeah.
Alright, but I'm ready.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and show you the first picture.
Alright. Oh, okay. feel like that could be a lot of movies with a woman on the floor like that. But so this looks a lot like, well, at that time, Ellen Page. But the only movie I know that is like where you have that sort of like screenshot is from Quarantine, but it's not that. It's not that. So how the hell am I supposed to get this from that screenshot?
It's a little touchy, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. I'm gonna just guess the original then and say Wreck.
No,
Wow.
it's not. I really thought that you were gonna get this one, but
How?
what do you mean how? This is the Flatliners.
I've never seen that movie, so
I thought you have, no?
nope. So I'm excused.
No.
Yes, I am.
But you got the name right though. I mean, you knew it was Elliot
Was it?
Page. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. But since you've never seen it, you need to see it. It's a pretty good classic, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
Really. So
Well, 0 points.
yeah. 0. Well then, let's hope you do better in the second one then, huh?
Yep.
All right. Are you ready then?
I am ready.
Alrighty.
Wow. What the hell is this? This looks like some, you know, those clips that is on like Instagram and TikTok, like where like the AI has 85 like a certain like movie or something.
Yeah.
This looks like AI generated, like.
I feel like you would get this one though.
So there's. Okay, I have a feeling. Even though it looks super stupid. I'm just gonna guess based on when I saw this picture,
Yeah.
I was thinking of a remake of this movie, which is probably not the same movie. But since they have flamethrowers as well, I have a gut feeling this is maybe like the original Children of the Corn.
No.
Wow!
The original Children's Corn, they have flamethrowers?
No, I know they don't, but like,
also?
I would probably have to say like one of the sequels, but I couldn't.
No. Are you ready for the answer?
Yeah.
It is the 1986 Critters.
Oh wow! I haven't seen that since 1986. So.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah.
I mean-
Wow. And there's so many Critter movies as well.
I really thought, like, I knew, or I had a feeling that if you didn't get Flatliners, you were definitely going to get this one because you're so good at looking at the older classic photos and going, oh, I know that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised. I really thought you would know.
knew we were in the 80s,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I haven't seen Critters like in probably, no kidding, 25 years. So I don't know.
Yeah. No, you did
Well,
good though. Good job on
0
that.
points again
Or
then.
good attempt on that though.
But I will have my revenge next week.
Or with the next segment.
Oh my god! This game sucks!
This is the worst fucking game I have ever played.
Yes, sir. This is the worst fucking movie I've seen in my entire life!
This fucking game sucks!
Naysayer Reviews.
So, do you remember that time when you told me I might have my revenge in the next segment?
Yeah.
And now here we are.
Yep.
Because I have a surprise for you.
Oh,
I have
no.
actually 2 horror games for you today.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Games are
So-
a little more complicated.
They are. They are.
Okay.
But yeah, so we are now in Naysayer Reviews where we, read each other angry reviews.
Yeah.
Like from people that are unhappy with a certain movie or a certain game. And what is so fun about that is that people are so irrational.
Yeah.
That's why we love this segment. So yeah, we just read a few reviews of a game or movie, and it's up to the audience to guess.
Yep. And either I'll get traumatized or just traumatized.
There is a 50-50 today.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Alright, so let's just jump on into the first game.
Alright.
And these reviews for this first game is very short.
Okay.
Yeah, short and snappy.
Oh.
Alright, so here we go with the first review.
Yep.
Fuck those big ass Springer dudes. They look at me like Drake looks at kids.
What the fuck? Oh wow! I totally got nothing out of that except, yeah. No, I'm not even gonna repeat that. Okay. Shoot. I don't know. I can't make a guess off of that. Yo mama?
Is that a horror game?
No.
Wow.
No. I don't know.
You just wanted a comeback.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go on to the second part.
Alright, so here's the second one from the same game, and I'm gonna read it like I feel like this person would have talked. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, here we go. I play. Got jump scare from Ghost Girl. I scream. My family beat me up from screaming. Got traumatized. 0 out of 10.
Okay. You said Ghost Girl. Okay. Now I know it can't be Lethal Company because you've already did that for the audio. So, Ghost Girl, parents beat me up. Wait, I have a feeling I've read that review somewhere before. Oh, shoot. I don't remember though. You didn't give me a lot. Shoot. Yeah, what's that one game of not Layers of Fear. The starts with a V. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I can't think of the name right now. I have a feeling I know it, but I just can't think of the name of the game for some reason. I'm just gonna say Lethal Company again. I don't know.
Yeah, that is correct.
No, for real? What?
Yeah.
What? What? I didn't think you were gonna do Lethal Company twice.
Twice? When did I do it last time?
Didn't you do it in the other segment?
Today? Have you been drinking?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or maybe I thought it was Lethal Company and I brought it up. Okay, I don't know. But damn, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
God, jump by Ghost Girl, parents beat me. Got it.
Traumatized. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, you got a point.
Woohoo! Yeah, it only took me a million seconds. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Alright, so now we're on to the second game.
Let's go.
And first review for the second game goes as follows. Man, this game was extremely fun in the first chapter. I had high hopes going into the second chapter. I've never been so fucking wrong in my entire life. I would rather castrate myself with a dirty ass spoon while sitting on a cactus than play the party maze one more fucking time. Timer is too short, the presents are basically non-existent, and the balloon fucker is almost un-outplayable once he sees you. The game devs must have been smoking their communal crack pipe when they made this level, and it shows. It blows my mind how this game could go from fun with the boys to downright unplayable in a matter of 30 minutes. Fix the fucking party maze.
Party maze. Now that the whole cleaning his ass with a spoon while sitting on a cactus, that was a bit graphic. Because literally I was sitting here trying to picture like what you were reading out loud, and having that vision in my head totally made me speechless.
You know,
it threw me off.
if we do like when it comes to games, we often do Steam reviews. Never go into a review picturing what is being said.
No,
That
I
is
know.
how you get traumatized.
Yeah. Okay. So, but going into the review, okay, he's talking about balloons and a party maze. I have a feeling that might be escaped backrooms.
You're looking at me, but you're looking at me as like you want an answer for that.
I do. That's gonna be my answer.
That's gonna be your answer?
Yeah.
Well, that is wrong.
Dang it, dagnabbit.
Yeah. So that means we have to go to the second review.
Yep. Let's go.
Alright, here we go. This game is incredibly tedious and slow paced. If you're looking to waste hours upon hours on puzzles and mazes in areas that look the same, go ahead and buy this awful game. This game has the playtime of a Dark Souls game with the same amount of fun as watching paint dry. It's not enough to call this game trash. This game deserves to never see the light of day. I would let my kids play this game as a punishment for coming home with bad grades. The amount of mental strain and torture this game puts you through is astonishing. This game is almost like getting waterboarded for fun. Play Escape the Backrooms for a better experience.
Huh. Dang it. So now they're... Damn, that's kind of hard. So everything looks the same. But that's it. That's the backrooms in general. So... if he enjoyed Escape the Backrooms, and it's... I have a feeling like is he saying that they're similar? Because if they are... I mean, you wouldn't do that to me, would you? Choose inside the back rooms, and then they kind of, I don't know. Because at first I was like, okay, maybe if he's talking about like having his kids play, blah, 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 it could be content warning. Because you were like, oh, everything looks the same, paint, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, wait, no, they don't have any paint. It's just black and white or gray. I don't know, but there's also no balloons in content warning. So, oh yeah. The only thing I can think of is inside the backrooms and not escape the backrooms. Huh?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer then,
I
or
have to ask. Is it inside the backrooms?
you don't
Yeah,
ask?
okay,
you
sorry,
answer.
okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm answering you. Is it okay? My answer is inside the backrooms.
So that is your final answer.
Yeah.
And that is correct, of course.
Yay! Oh my god, I was so scared because because I was like, no, but you wouldn't do that to me. Never mind, you would do that to me. Choose a game that's similar to what I thought it was. Like the opposite of it, because I remember we also didn't like Inside the Backrooms. It was a horrible experience, especially coming from Escape the Backrooms, which was phenomenal. I mean, it was like perfect, almost perfection.
Yeah.
So we loved that game so much, and we didn't want it to end. And then we went over to Inside the Backrooms, and we're completely just.
I feel like disappointed is not enough, because the game it's unplayable because of the blur effect when you go like
Motion
insane
blur?
because it doesn't go away until you find like something to drink or the pills, and when there's no pills, you get so nauseous,
and it's hard because you constantly are getting that effect. So you need a constant supply of pills, but there comes to a point in the game where there is no more. There's none. Not even your teammates can find any or have any within that map. So the entire time you feel like you're almost playing the game blind.
And the funny thing is that most of the reviews I found on Steam of this game, like the bad reviews, were about the party level. And the funny thing is that that's where we ended as well. In the maze, you remember the party maze where we had to find the presents and all that?
Oh, yeah.
That's where we just kept dying until it was game over.
Yeah, because I remember you guys were all dead and I was like inching my way around because I was so scared. But that one was really, really hard. And it's confusing because like we said in our review, there was no sense of directions at all. I mean, the hints that they gave, I mean, I don't think they gave any hints, honestly. Barely, though, if they did give any at all. So it almost nothing really made sense, and it took us a while in each area to even figure out what it was that we needed to do. And sometimes only one of us would find out and would have to go do it solo, while the rest of us were like standing there clueless, like what's going on, you know? So yeah.
No, it was a disappointing experience, but what's not disappointing is you. Yay!
Yay! Sorry, I had to talk forever because I had so much to say about that game.
Well, let's just end it there, and let's go into the trophies.
Yippee!
So the big question then is, what have we brought into the cabinet of horror trophies this week? And the cabinet is filled with horror games and horror movies that we have a special bond to. It can be like our favorite movies or games. It can be movies that we have a good experience with, or in any way like means something to us. So this cabinet is meant for the best of the best.
Dun, dun, dun.
But let's see what you brought in today.
Okay, and today I brought in a game, and I have a feeling a lot of people are going to really or agree with me on this, because there is like a cult following, but it's Fatal Frame. And this game is, I really can't, I don't really know how to explain the game, honestly, because it's just a horror survival type of gameplay, and there's so many. If I remember correctly, there's more than one storyline, and there's more than one in general. And then there's they also did a remastering of the game last year. I think it was 2 of them actually, which I know one of them was called Project Zero, and I don't remember what the other one was. I really, really want to play them, but I'm so scared to play them because all you do is, you play as a girl character who goes into a town, and basically there's like ghosts that pop up and stuff, and you have to take pictures of them. And I can't remember if it hurt them or killed them or made them disappear or something like that. But it's been a very long time since I played this game. I mean, years now since I've played it. So forgive me if I don't remember the exact gameplay itself, but you know the game too, right?
I've seen some gameplay footage after you started talking about it, and it is similar to, like, for those who have played Resident Evil back in the days, it is similar with like fixed camera angles, and the type of movement and all that. You use a camera as sort of like a weapon, so to speak. I think because that style is very similar to other games too, so just don't get it confused with like Detention and stuff like that, because I know in Detention I believe you also use a camera as well. Just for those of you who might mix it up between the two. But Fatal Frame is really fun. It's really creepy too, and that's the reason why I love a lot of like the Asian horror gaming genres, because they know how to make it eerie and just not just dark or too bright, but it gives you that feeling like something's following you, something's behind you, you gotta watch out. But I feel like other horror games that are made like in America, they're just not as scary. I feel it is sort of the same like with Japanese or Asian horror movies as well, that I feel like they have a wider like range of how to make movies or games scary, while like the more Western approach is sort of like a fixed formula. And that's why so many horror movies are the same. I know. But like, so I'm surprised that you played this game yourself though.
It was years ago though, and I wasn't really alone. I did have people in the room with me, so...
Was this like on PlayStation 2 or something then?
I believe it was. I don't remember what system, to be honest.
With like graphics wise, I would guess it is PlayStation 2, maybe PlayStation 3. since it is very similar.
Yeah,
to-
PlayStation 2.
Yeah, because they're very similar to Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's on the, I'm pretty sure it's on the newer consoles now, PlayStation 5, especially with the remakes.
Yeah.
And I heard that the remakes were actually visually really beautiful, so I do want to give it a try one day, but maybe when I'm not so chicken.
So never.
Yeah, probably not.
But so for those who haven't played this before then, and considering like this is an old game, would you recommend it today?
I would, especially for the remakes, like I said. Now, I feel like for me, even the playstyle with how old it is, it still lives up to today. But the remakes are definitely a whole lot better. So yeah, for those who haven't played it, yeah, definitely check them out.
Yeah, because it's the same with like if you look back at Silent Hill 1 and 2, old games, but I would still recommend them today.
Especially Silent Hill 4, The Room.
Here we go again.
It needs to be played.
Yeah, no, but like that sounds good. I really want to play more Asian horror games.
I think you
because-
should try Fatal Frame yourself. I
Yeah.
think you might actually like it as well. I mean, it might be a little hard because I think you can die quite often as well. So I don't know.
Wow, the faith in me is.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. So then it's my turn then
Yep,
to bring
your
something
turn.
into the cabinet, and this is probably going to be a bit of a surprise to you.
Uh-oh.
Because this would never have been in my cabinet if it wasn't for just a few weeks ago,
Just
which is
a few
when
weeks
we
ago?
first saw it.
Oh.
And what I want to bring in this week is VHS,
What?
the first movie.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, because we started watching the VHS series last week, I think,
Yeah.
and we have now seen them all. But for me, when we saw the first VHS, for me personally, I really liked it, and that is probably because I love the old VHS aesthetics, and that is the same with like horror games that has the VHS like quality, like aesthetics,
Yeah.
is scarier, and that's why so many horror games that comes out now relies on the VHS effect, because it makes everything like a bit more grainy, it's a bit more hard to see like the details of stuff, and it makes it scarier, more eerie. And this movie, I felt hit the mark on the how it looks. I feel it hits the mark on it feeling authentic, because it doesn't remove itself from what it is. Like, you know, many movies, they try to be like, for example, found footage, but then all of a sudden there are some camera angles or something that doesn't make sense if it's a found footage. Like they go outside of their purpose. This one, as far as I can remember, it never tried, like it always was a handheld camera that felt like it was record, pause, stop.
Yeah.
So it felt very authentic and real, even though of course the
Which is pretty funny, because I was gonna actually say too that a lot of found footage horror movies are the most creepy, the creepiest ones.
Yeah.
You know.
It is. And I did, when we watched all the movies, I did write down all the segments, because they don't present the segments with names, so I just had to find names for them myself. I thought we could just go through like the segments just quickly and see like which is our favorite from the first one. And the segments that I did write down is an introduction to dicks, which was the first segment that had a lot of dicks in it.
Yeah.
Then you had the lesbian stalker.
Yeah.
You had the glitchy killer go ham in the woods. You had my fiance, the alien, or I assume it was some alien sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it was the the haunted house party. And for me personally, I liked most of them. I did really like the lesbian stalker one because of when the footage was filmed at night when they were sleeping. It seemed so real, and spoiler alert and graphic alert, but when she stabbed the boyfriend in the throat with a knife, it looked fucking disgusting, because it looked so realistic in how he reacted to it, that it felt almost like you are watching a real
It's like
time
somebody
footage.
actually getting killed. Yeah.
It's
Yeah, but see, the thing that I don't understand is in that one is it was spoiler alert. So if you don't want to hear this part, then fast forward or skip it. But if it was her lesbian lover, okay, that was going in that room and picking up the camera and recording them and whatnot, for one, why is she recording her own lover and making it look like she was going to kill her? And then how the fuck did she get into the room if they're both asleep? Did she just leave the door unlocked and the boyfriend
that's
didn't
the
know?
most obvious, probably, that she just. But I'd say to answer the first question, I would have to guess it's to create like a sort of like a tape that shows the killer per se,
Yeah.
without like showing her. So it's maybe to just create some sort of like, call it alibi,
Yeah.
because then you have like evidence of someone actually coming in at night, and I would guess that's the reason. But yeah, it's a valid question.
Yeah. But you can almost tell already that it was hate against the guy because they took literally his toothbrush, swallowed it in the toilet,
Yeah.
and then put it back
I
up
actually
there.
forgot about that part.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
But for me, I love the haunted house party with the four boys that went into the haunted house, because, and this is why I like this so much, their reaction to everything, because they of course thought like it was a haunted house for Halloween.
For a party, wasn't it?
Yeah, for a party.
Yeah.
I felt like their reaction all the time was rational, realistic, which
Yeah.
is what we have been missing. So I feel like that was almost through the entire movie. Most of the people did act rationally, or like you can understand like their reactions and their decisions. So yeah, no, for me it was a nice surprise. And of course after that we watched the rest of the VHS movies, and
Big disappointment.
They-
Yes.
fucking suck, all of them.
We hated them so much. You can imagine our reactions while watching the rest of them, how much hate we had in our hearts for them.
Yeah, but we are planning on making like a video where we rank the segments,
Yeah.
and I can't imagine many of them coming high up on the
No,
scale.
probably not.
But yeah, the first movie, really good. I recommend it.
And if anybody's seen the first one and seen the part where those four boys do go to that party haunted house, I'd like to know, would you go back and save the girl?
I would, because I'm the hero.
Yeah, no. I would not, because why?
You're a chicken.
Well, not only that, but I already knew and had a feeling that that bitch was possessed. And I was like, hail to the fuck, no. I'd run and save my own ass. Especially with those guys in there. No. I did the smart, I would have done the smart thing. You would have made the dumb choice.
Yeah, I would probably die.
But yeah, comment in the section, let me know.
All right. So I feel like we have talked more than enough now, so it's time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
But we will be back next time with new segments, a new topic, and of course new trophies.
Yep, and if you reach this, or the end of this, we really appreciate you guys for listening.
Yep. Well said. All right.
Okay,
Cheerio.
bye.